Starting out in management is never a smooth, easy journey, and to whom much is given, much is expected. Yeah. However, you're now in the big leagues, sorta, right? And so your position comes with influence. It gives you access to rooms that you were not necessarily privy to in the past. Now you have the opportunity to sit in rooms with upper management. You're dealing with folks who are higher up than you, have seniority more than you, and big personalities. And so it's interesting navigating these waters, okay? However, you're in an interesting sort of sticky situation because you are closest to frontline, but you also have access to upper management. And so you understand what the reality is on ground, and you also have a bigger understanding of what the larger, bigger outcomes, business goals are that your team might not necessarily understand. So how do you articulate what upper management wants and what the goals are to your team, and how do you remove barriers for your team to be able to do their job and get satisfaction from the work that they do? So your role is sort of a moderator, right? Helping management understand what's going on at the ground level, and for you to also translate and articulate what's going up there to your team down there, right? But how do you do this in a way that feels good? It doesn't feel like you're selling your soul to the devil. It doesn't feel like you're being a yes man and not knowing how to speak up, to upper management and ride for your team and go to war for your team, but also do that in a way that also helps management or upper management understand what the needs are and create the opportunities and systems and processes to make work processes easy for your team members. All right? If you're a first-time manager and you're just navigating these waters, keep watching. Welcome to another episode on the Growth Leadership Cafe. My name is Adeswa, and on this channel, I talk about all things personal and organizational leadership for first-time emerging leaders. So if this is your first time coming across my YouTube channel, you're very welcome. If you're not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'll say do so right now. Click on that notification bell so you get a notification every time I post a video, which is every week Tuesday, 8 o'clock Central Time. Moving to the topic for today, I am speaking about leading up, right? And by that I mean, as a first-time manager, you are in junior management, right? And so that comes with its set of challenges, but also opportunities, right? Because sometimes there's so much going on at the ground level. You're closest to the ground level. You see what's going on. You know what the reality is. And you are also close to upper management. You're in the middle spot, right? So you need to know how to navigate this waters in a way that you are simplifying things for your team, but you're also communicating to upper management what the needs down there are, so they are making the right decisions and creating the right partnerships to the benefit of everyone, that you're meeting your business goals, but the team who is facilitating all of the work that is being realized, that they're also happy and they are satisfied and they're taken care of. I have a couple strategies that I'm going to be sharing with you that would help you articulate yourself well and communicate what needs to be communicated to who, whether it's upper management or to your team at the lower level. The first strategy I would say is, first of all, recognizing what your role is. The peculiarity of your role is that you are in that situation where you need to be able to make life easy for your team, simplify the process for them, break things down to smaller measurable parts for them to understand and implement. But also you are in that situation where you have to speak up for your team to the management, but if you're not doing that properly, you're not going to get the outcome that you want, right? So how do you say the things that you need to say in a way that it is well received and they can implement it? So accept it as a duty. At the end of the day, you want to work in an environment where people feel excited to come to, they understand what your job is. But if you as the leader, as the supervisor, manager, you don't understand what those goals are, it's very hard for you to articulate that to other people. And vice versa, for you to articulate what the team needs to upper management. The second strategy I would recommend in helping you navigate this is being very aware of what you say and how you say things. So say for example, you are in a management meeting and you want to articulate some of the challenges that the team is experiencing in implementing some of their tasks. And for you, you have maybe received the brunt and frustration of your team that, this is not working well, this procedure, this process is actually making work much more difficult. So when you're in that meeting, you don't want to go on a tangent saying, well, the team is not happy, they're very displeased with how this process is working, there's so many mistakes here and there. There is a bit of tact that needs to be incorporated into what you're saying and how you're saying it. Because even if you're saying all of the right things, your delivery is so crucial. How you say it matters a lot, whether you're going to be well received or you're going to get pushed back and they're just going to dismiss it as not important. All right, so in that space, first of all, you want to make sure that you have thought about what the specific issue is. So yes, they're saying that they're having all these challenges, but what is the root cause of that? So before you even step into that meeting, before you plan to even speak to them, you've processed it, you've gotten as much information from the team as you need, and you've maybe put it in writing, so maybe that will help you flesh it out a little bit more. Think about what is the main problem here and how is it impacting the team? What is the alternative? Okay, what do you think is an alternative method based on what the team has said that could work better and help them make their lives easier? So that's also maybe a conversation you've had with the team. Okay, they're the ones experiencing this issue. Ask them like, well, what are your thoughts? What do you think will work in this situation if you feel like our current process doesn't work? And get as much information as you can. If you need to do your research, do that, but make sure that you have put down what the main problem is, how it's impacting the people and the work, not just the people, because sometimes management is like, well, you need to get your team to do the job, right? That's their job. It's how is it affecting what the goal is? What is that goal that they're trying to accomplish? So link it to the business goal, the task. How is it affecting that? And then what do you think is the solution? So when you go into that meeting, you're saying, hey guys, I do have some feedback on X, Y, and Z project. Based on the process that we have put down, this is what it actually looks like on ground. This is what the team has done so far. These are the outcomes that they're getting. This is how it's affecting the goal that we're trying to accomplish. And based on the feedback I've received from them, this is what we're thinking might work differently, and this is how it will work. So that way they know that you thought about it, you've processed it, and you're laying it out for them. So it's easier for them to digest that information as opposed to you just going on a tangent complaining, right, without being forthcoming with a solution. And so once you give your delivery, ask them, what are you guys' thoughts? I'd also like to hear your perspectives as well. Is this something that has happened in the past? How did you guys go about it? So you come there, prepare questions for them as well. So don't just say, well, this is the issue, this is the solution, you guys approve it, let me go give the team. It's like, give them a room to share as well. So people feel empowered when they feel like they're being consulted about it. So when you ask, okay, this is what I'm thinking, what are your thoughts about this? What are your thoughts? And that way it gives room for cross-sharing, cross-learning, and coming to a more robust decision on how to resolve this problem. All right? So I hope this has been able to help you out. If you benefited from what you heard today, I'd say give this video a like. Let me know that you appreciate the content coming out of this channel. And if you're not yet subscribed, I'll say do so right now. And before I let you go, if you feel like having difficult conversations, because all of these conversations can be a tad uncomfortable, right? How do you go about accomplishing this in a way that doesn't leave you looking like a silly person, that didn't think about what they had to say before they came to say it. So if you are that person that has trouble articulating yourself and having those difficult conversations, I got you. So click the link in my bio. I have my confrontation to conversation guide that would essentially help you have more meaningful conversations that would not leave you feeling all sorts of weird and make the other person feel a bit dissatisfied and frustrated with the conversation that they just had with you. All right, so if you're in that boat, click on the link in my bio and grab your copy. It's free. Anyways, thank you so much for listening. I will see you on the next episode. Bye for now.